When I was younger, like in my 20s and 30s, I had a lot of exhibitions in Australia and I had quite a few overseas and that sort of thing. And I think I decided that that was not for me. So by pulling out of that particular art scene and trying to make money out of it, I was sort of liberated. And then I could do whatever I want, in whatever way I wanted. I don't question what I do, I just do it. So now I've come to this point, which is not a point, but it's more of an evolution. I've got these. Remember, this is designed for painting.
Designed for painting. Nice too.
Yeah.
Actually.
The painting to enhance your well-being. Right. So, there are 55 of these, and each of them is a particular symbol for a particular purpose and conveying a certain meaning. Think about the person, and then I lay the cards out, and I lay them always in the same kind of way. And this has become a process to me that it has just naturally come to me. So these cards now are laid out like that, and I can see that that's the story there that I'm going to put into the painting. So that's kind of the process, and then they end up kind of like this. I've got a few here. This is what I've got left. I'll just show you some of the more. These are the sorts of way that they turn out. So these are 4 people. This is for my wife Lynn. These are things like a self-reflection, but they're all done in the same process. This is somebody who has cancer, and I just wanted to provide a bit of an uplift for her.
Well, I was Stephen's first client, which is pretty nice, you know, like we've known each other for a while, and he decided to make a painting for me. When you look at it, you think, oh, what is it? I have no idea what this means. And then when he took me through the story for it, you know, each of these, the different places that they're in, correspond with the cards. And when he told me the story behind the cards and then the painting, he made it really, it was right. His process is a blend of art and something else. I'm not quite sure what the something else is. It's something to do with your well-being, and you might mix it up with tarot and things, but I don't think it's that either. I think it's just something we haven't seen before. This is art with this huge meaning underneath everything that's been painted onto the painting. It's almost like a snapshot of your well-being and how you feel. So it's art, but it's something else as well.
When I was in my late 20s and I was travelling, I think that's when I was really trying to discover what it was about me and my art making that was, you know, what it is that I'm trying to tap into. And I did spend a lot of time alone, and I felt like a bit of a tortured artist. You know, you're wondering, why do I keep on doing this when I've been painting since I was a teenager, and then I just keep on painting. In many ways, in my own mind, it defines who I am. So it's hard to let go for that reason, because then who on earth are you? I went to school in the 70s. As I remember, it was a fairly wild time. The 70s was a very different time too, because it's very different to what it's like today. I mean, it was kind of pre-computers, even though computers were just sort of coming in. You know, we didn't have mobile phones. I mean, it's starting to sound a bit like the dark ages now, but it wasn't that dark. I guess what made it very not dark was the whole glam rock scene, the David Bowie scene, the Roxy music, and all that sort of stuff. So being part of art school, that's kind of how we all dressed in that particular way. And we got to meet a lot of amazing people, artists, musicians, you know, going to parties at their places. An embarrassing shot, I don't know why I'm showing you this, but anyway. It's a process, the whole thing has been a process. It's like it's something that's happening in spite of me, because in the meantime I'm just travelling along this other path where I, wake up, I go to work, I have my family, I pay my taxes, and so on and so forth. But then alongside with that is this art plan that's been just going since I was probably in my late 20s. It's an astonishing journey, really. It's like having two lives. I always said when I was a young guy, and I always remember seeing pictures of like Picasso in the studio and all these great guys in their studio, and I thought, that has got to be the life that I want. Except the models by the pool are going to be a bit hard to acquire now, but I can dream. My art life is my passion, it's my self-indulgence, it's my expression. I think most artists, whether they be musicians or athletes or whatever, these are just people who just really love what they do and make that what defines them. And I guess the fact that I'm not measuring success by exhibitions or by how much money I make or publications, they're not my measures of success. But what I'm doing now, to me, has a bit more integrity, it's a bit more real. I think if we're to measure greatness, well, maybe that might be, for me, I really couldn't ask for any more. What a great life.